Hi, welcome to your Python tutorial numero 3. Is that Spanish? I think that's Spanish, whatever. It's not a languages course. I mean, it is a languages course, but we're doing Python. Anyways, last time we did this whole thing where I taught you how to assign variables, etc. etc. If you do not figure out how to work this program out, you can head over to our website. The link will be in the description box for this video, and the last one you can just go back to the last video. Anyway, so I'm gonna get rid of this. Good job. So tutorial number 3, what we're gonna do is we're going to start talking numbers. Alright, and I don't mean money, I mean integers, floats, stuff like that. So numbers in Python is basically there are two particular data types which we use the most. One is an int data type and the other is a float data type. All right, so an int data type is basically what an integer is in math, right? So maybe -1, sorry, we should start with that. Whoops, I want to make a number line situation, right? -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, dot, 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 dot. Anything. Probably should put a dot 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 here too, because numbers are never ending. The only thing that goes on forever are numbers. So those are integers, and float is basically stuff with a decimal point, right? So maybe 3.245 minus 9.8909 minus 1.2. All of these are floats. Now an interesting question is, what about the number 15.0? Is this a float or an int? Just remember, anytime you see a point, right? Anytime you see a point, it is by default a float. Okay? So 15 written like that is an int. But 15.0 written like that is a float. Now that we have that down, I just want you to know another thing before I dive into what you can actually do with numbers, is that if you maybe have one variable which is an int and one variable which is a float, if you maybe try to print the sum of a plus b, okay, maybe let's not do this, just to keep the program a little simpler and easier to understand, I'll just make another variable and I'll print the sum. Now I know that I think I told you before, you shouldn't mix up data types, but you will have no issues mixing up an int and a float, because what Python will do is it will automatically convert the integer into a float when it sees this command. Alright, so when you print this, when you run this, you get a 31.75. Alright, so no issues there. Okay, so you go down. That said, let's move into a few operators. I don't want to just leave you with an assignment situation. I want to, make sure you know stuff. So let's create a comment box, okay, which I will basically anything you put into triple quotes. Okay, triple quotes on top, triple quotes on bottom, and now anything you write in between these two will not be considered by the program. This is called commenting, which is basically whatever you write into the program for your own reference. Alright, we can cover this later. Now, operators. Arithmetic operators are the ones we'll be doing today. We have plus, which is addition. We have minus, which is subtraction. That is not how you spell subtraction. Alright. Multiplication is this. Multiply. This is a division. This is a floor division. Again, I'll get into this right away in a few seconds. This is exponential thing, right? So let's get into it. Let's put down two variables, 17. I'll just work with integers for the sake of simplicity, right? 17 and 12, those will be our numbers for today. So I think it's pretty simple. Your sum is equal to A plus B, and when you print that, actually we'll not call it sum, let's call it result, so I don't have to keep changing the name of the variable. Result. Alright, so when you print the result, it should just give you 17 plus 12, which is a 29. Whoop. Good. That's pretty simple, huh? And then if you do a minus, again, this is pretty simple. It will be 17 minus 12, which should give you a 5. Okay, easy. Now, multiplication, again, pretty simple. I do not know what 17 into 12 is, but it's apparently 204. Alright, now this is the fun part. So addition, subtraction, and multiplication, you see it works the same way it does in math. Now is the fun part. Now we're going to do division. Right, so first let's do a normal division and see what happens. Alright, you get a 1.4177. Okay, so basically it was 17 divided by 12 is 1.4 whatever. So you get a float answer. Now say for some reason I do not want a float answer, I want an integer answer, or I want to round off and give me an integer. So what I will do is I will use a floor division. So what a floor division will do is it will take it down to just 1. It will round off the entire decimal point and go to the smallest integer just before the whole decimal thing starts. In this case, 1. And another thing you can do is the whole exponential thing. So when I do A double star B, what it basically means is that it means A, which is 17, raised to the power of B. So 17 raised to the power of 12. And that's the answer. I'm not even going to bother cross-checking that. I don't know how to. But that's how it works. So pretty simple. You know, what you should do is you can again mess around and see what you can create. Remember that Python still uses the BODMAS rule mostly, and try to create complex problems using more than 2 values and run the result. So maybe what you could do is, I don't know, 12 minus 17 plus, oops, whoa, what am I doing? Yeah, plus 45 into 34 divided by 6 into 9. Alright, something, you just go nuts, create something like that and run it, and head over to the website if you want me to solve more problems, which I will do in the written tutorial for you guys. Alright, that's it for today. See you next time. Bye.